Let's do that as well. What else? What else can I do? I think that's it. So I've already asked you how you are. Javi, is it the first time you come to this show? And I know Craig has been here before.
Yeah, my first time.
Yeah. So is it Javi Clubhouse?
Yeah, Javi is okay. It's perfect. Yeah, I'm like you from Venezuela, so everything Javi's okay.
All right, buddy. Okay, fantastic. So Venezuelan. And just curious, Javi, how did you hear about this show?
In Instagram, I think.
Okay.
It was I have you in my Instagram feed. I was just like looking Instagram and it popped out.
Okay, amazing stuff. And are you in Venezuela at the moment, or whereabouts are you?
No, I'm living in UK. Yeah,
okay.
I'm here in Manchester, near Manchester.
All right. Well, that's where my brother is. Then an opportunity. There we go. An opportunity to connect. Okay.
Exactly. Another Venezuelan in the room. In Manchester as well.
Cool, yeah, cool. Totally.
Cool. Amazing stuff. Okay. Well, let's just get this started. And what's the best way to do this? I've got two screens now because I was just on the other conversation. So bear with me. Right. So who can see my screen? First of all, speaking about pitching today, who can see my screen? Yeah. So are you all happy with what you see? Fantastic stuff. And Javi, Craig, people, this is Herman, Rashmi. So what you see in there, how clear is that message for you? That's the first question. How clear is that message? So when you read that message, do you understand it? Do you know what's in it for you? When you go helping business owners to grow their business by crafting and conveying a clear and powerful message that sells. Is it clear? I'm only asking. Could be an opportunity for feedback for me as well. Yeah, you could say you understand what you get in there.
Yeah, I think it's a clear message.
I think I do.
It's a clear message. Okay. So you people, if you're running businesses, for example, do you have a clear message? This can be, I call this the one-liner. Even though it's not just a one line, I've created a one-liner for the show specifically. So for this show is speak to sell to grow your business. How simple is that? Speak to sell to grow your business. How many of you, and since I'm live streaming this how many of you listening to this, and whenever this goes out there on YouTube and everything else, you're listening to this, how many of you get asked, what is it that you do? Well, you know, it's complicated. I do a lot of things. Let me explain it to you. By then, that person has already disconnected. It's just, okay, well, let me just go somewhere else. You see? And even if after that you explain it, you've lost that moment. You've lost that opportunity. So what is it that you do? What is the show about, Jose? The show is about speak to sell to grow your business. Ta-da! Simple. Yes, I haven't reinvented the wheel in terms of making it, you know, maybe sexy and marketing-like even more, because there are very incredible creators out there. But I want you, the first thing that I want you to take away from this is just this, the simplicity. And you can create a message like this by simply thinking about the X, Y, Z. Okay? And you can move it around, by the way. X, Y, Z. Who do you work with? Yeah? So who do you work with? And then to do what? To do Y in this case, so that they achieve Z. Simple. What's your X, Y, Z? So I work with businesses so that they grow, and in this case, by conveying a powerful message or a clear message. 3 elements, your X, Y, Z, your one-liner. When it comes to pitching, and this is then we have every opportunity to actually explain to people what is it that we do, then think about this as your hit song. I was reading something interesting the other day, and there is, you know, singers. Imagine the Rolling Stones. When did they start performing? And nowadays, they still need to perform songs, sing songs from the 60s. How long has it been? You're looking at 60 years. Can you imagine how tired they might get of singing the same old song, and yet they perform it? So this has to become your hit song. That one that you actually, every time, you know, you have the opportunity, you say it. Speak to sell to grow your business. What is it that you do? And it has to be focused on the outcome. What's in it for them? Instead of, yeah, I'm a public speaking coach. That's fine. That's part of the introduction. People understand it very clearly. You can put that on your business card. But what is it? What's in it for me? Speak to sell to grow your business. So if I ask you, Herman, for example, what is your one-liner? And if you don't have it yet, people, if you don't have it yet, that's fine. But if you want to put it in the chat, why not? What's your one-liner?
I would say I support businesses to grow online through the power of video marketing strategies.
Okay, so it's clear. Yeah, I do that. And if you could make it even shorter.
Even shorter, I help small businesses to grow online. No,
Beautiful.
because I'm missing the video.
Exactly, you're missing the video. So there you go. That's a great example, because then the one-liner can become a bit of a sentence. It doesn't have to be just the one line. But sometimes, even if you want to put it on your website clearly, or a post, or whatever that might be, because this message is for every channel that you have, then it can be, I help you grow through the power of video. I help your business grow through the power of videos, because businesses will grow through the power of videos, especially through what we do. So there we go. It's speak to sell to grow, videos to grow your business. And Javi, what do you do? And then for Craig and Rashmi and everyone watching this, what's the shortest version? So when people ask you, boom, you're out there. Right. There's no hesitation, because this is what you do for a living. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped up. It's been already a great morning. Let's see how I am in the evening. I'm going to be like, not being able to speak to my wife. It's just like, oh, Jose, there you go again. You give everyone your best, and then you come home. Well, I'm home. But then when she comes home, it's just like, oh, no. Well, that's another story. So why businesses fail, okay? When it comes to the message, when it comes to pitching, when it comes to conveying what we do, very specifically, because businesses may fail for many different reasons and more than these two. But I'm going to give you, not focusing on the survival and thriving, okay? Not focusing on survive and thrive. Think about it as human beings. We're always looking for ways unconsciously in which we can survive and we can thrive. So that's why then the message has to appeal to that unconscious right away. So how is your business, more specifically, your message appealing to the survival needs and the thriving needs? Because you want to survive in a way, you want to, find food, you want to succeed in what you do, which is the thriving, always moving forward. So think about how is your business impacting that. If I go back to the example of the show, speak to sell to grow. So you're thriving, your business is thriving, but then some other areas of your life are being impacted because you're selling and you're growing, and that is your dream. So it's not just the internal struggle that we're sorting, it's also the external elements and even philosophical, because then you're impacting a community. You are doing something greater, powerful. So always think about this. And if you come to me, yes, I help businesses and business owners, and if you are in business, and if you are a manager, and depending if you the business you run, I help you through the power of advanced communication skills, and also you speak your greatness. So if you lack the confidence, and I go on and on about that. You know what's happening in the mind of my audience? They are burning too many calories. You're confusing them. Have you ever been to a website? I'm going to speak, because this is all pitching, by the way. Or hear someone speak, and I just go, what's the person's point? What is that person, going to say next? What's the whole purpose of that conversation, of that presentation? What's in it for me? It's not appealing to anything for me. It's not clear. I get frustrated. Do you ever stay watching a movie? Do you ever watch a movie that's just, wait, what's the purpose? You don't know what's going to happen next. You cannot even, and by the end, it's all confusing. Imagine, you would have watched, I'm sure you watched Jason Bourne Identity. I don't even remember the name. But then if by the time you start watching it, they give you, Jason Bourne has lost his identity. He's lost his wallet. He's lost the will to live. He's lost his girlfriend, and all of a sudden, well, what's going on with Jason Bourne? I mean, it's just overwhelming. So what is going to happen next? How is this going to help me? How can I engage with it? You see? So we create messages that are way too convoluted. So simplicity is what I'm saying here. Because our clients, people listening to you, and this is for all of you, Javi, Herman, Rashmi, Craig, anyone else, again, listening to this is what they have in mind. So why do I have this cave woman? Because, they say, well, cavemen. Yeah, but cave women as well. They were cave women. I hope, because otherwise we wouldn't be here. But anyway, the example here, why do I have that lady in there? Because she must be able to listen to us, read our page, our website, whatever we have on social media, and right away see, right, I know what you offer. I know how it will make my life better. And I exactly know what to do to buy it. How many times we do an incredible presentation or we do something, and then at the end, there is no call to action. So we leave people hanging. Well, how do I? If you don't do that, somebody else will. And you may believe it. Yeah, but I already explained everything in the presentation. Don't say it at the end and you'll see. We need to be call to action. We got so many things going on in here. That's why simplicity, call to actions are going to be key. So, okay, to this point, I've already given you the XYZ. But let's just look deeper into the one-liner, because the one-liner can become, a larger part of your pitch. It can become even your elevator pitch if we use the structure that I'm about to share with you. And by the way, people, feel free if you have any questions or anything. Even when you watch this on replay, reach out if there's anything here that's not clear or anything that you would like us to dive deeper into, because then we can do another session. This is why we do this every Thursday at the Speak to Sell Yourself and Your Business show. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. And I know Craig is all the way from Japan. Rashmi's in India. Well, Herman is in Manchester with Javi. And where are you watching from? Okay, so let's dive into the structure. Okay. Remember that I said, whenever you pitch, whenever you present, whenever you think about your offering, think about your client, of course, and give them the outcome. I'm going to help you through the power of advanced communication skills. And I still like to say that sometimes, but then I realize, what am I saying? One of the things, depending on the audience, because also this one-liner can change depending on who you're talking to and the problems they're presenting, I will help you become more confident. You see, the outcome is there. You will become more confident. I will help you grow. I will help you sell. I will help you take a relaxing bath. I read one from a hotel the other day, and the tagline, and by the way, the more you listen to this, I'm sure you will go out there and start looking at, how are they, what's their one-liner? And because it's fascinating. So many people have it so right and so many others don't. But again, if you haven't got it right yet, this will help you. And the one-liner was relaxation through luxury. It was a hotel in the Caribbean. So you're looking for something luxurious? You're looking for relaxation? I mean, that's already speaking to you if that's what you're looking for. So you see, you have the client in mind and you are looking to solve the problem. So when you actually speak about the client here, you know who you're talking to. They know who you're talking to. They know you're talking to them. Then you go into the problem. What is the problem? People, in my case, people, want to sell more. They want to grow. These people actually go into the Caribbean and they've got plenty of money. They're looking for a place that offers, luxury, but at the same time, they can relax. So you're appealing to that problem in there because that's where you're building the empathy. And that empathy is key because then from it comes the solution. So the solution is what's in it for them, really, where you offer them your package, when you offer them your coaching, when you offer them your videos, when you offer them your photo shoot services, whatever it is that you do. And then, which will lead them to succeed. What's success like? Same example. You run a business. Okay. You are not selling, you're not growing enough. So we created this show to help you achieve that. One-liner, simple. Isn't it simple? Isn't it very simple, really? And you're just going to create it. And what you can do, thank you very much, Craig, is start practicing. Create one and go and pitch it. and see what kind of reactions you get. Do people understand it? The best thing you can do is ask for feedback. Absolutely. Go and try it. Test it. See how we're doing with time and everything else. We're doing good. People watching this live on Facebook, comment as well if you have any questions. Please share. Also invite people to the community. You know the drill. We are growing and we want to have more people, because the more people, you know, that come together, the more that cross-pollination effect in which we all learn from each other, we all support. And this is the purpose of this community as well. What's going on, Jose? Now you lost us. What is this? So yeah, whatever, you know, are you a Star Wars fan or not? This is actually, I didn't go for the new Star Wars. I went for the, you know, the first one. I think well, I don't even remember the whatever of the Empire. Is it the Rise of the Empire? Herman, you remember that? Well, actually, you're drinking from a Star Wars mug, isn't it? Oh, it looked like one. No?
No, this is like a lens. It's a lens.
All right. Okay, from the video thing. Okay, sorry. Okay, well, there we go. So that's a proper.
Props.
It's a prop. Yeah, absolutely. Very good prop. Okay. What's the whole idea of this? Hold on a second. Let's see what's in the chat. Yeah, Craig, thank you. The Empire Strikes Back, because that's exactly what Luke does at the end with the Death Star. Why am I sharing this? This is key when it comes to pitching. Because you have your client in mind, and your client in this case, this is how I want you to think about this. Your client is going to be Luke, okay? And you are going to be Obi-Wan. So Luke is your guy, yeah? Your ideal client. Then Luke has a problem. And Luke actually had many problems. He had problems of confidence, if you think about it. And then as he started to realize his potential, then there were some other things. And then, you know, one of the problems also was that he wanted to, you know, help the galaxy and defeat the Empire, become a Jedi. So there's some internal, external, and as I said before, philosophical things going on in that. So you dive into the problem of what you're doing as Obi-Wan, presenting and pitching. You show that you understand what his problems are like, because you've been there in a way. Because if you're helping people within the industry, definitely you've got experience. So that's where you're building empathy, which is the empathetic side of the pitch. The emotional case of your pitch. Different ways to call the same thing. What you're doing here is building that connection, deep connection, and a trust. But yet I trust you, but I'm not too sure whether I would buy it. Why? Because then you need the authority. Now, Obi-Wan here is not at Luke's level anymore. He's become the Jedi. He's got that track record. He's done all of those successful things to be there for Luke to look up to him and say, wow, master, I respect you. Authority. That's what you're sharing at this point. When there is authority, there is respect. Respect, believe that that person can help you. Believe that you can help your client. Believe that Obi-Wan can help Luke. And you have the solution. And then it's not just enough for Luke to say, yeah, well, Obi-Wan, you can help me. Thank you so much. Then Obi-Wan is supposed to get Luke to take action. Now you're going to start training. Now you're going to take out the lifesaver, I think it was called. I guess I will pick up a different story next time, but I do like this, people. The thing is, I don't know all the terminology because I do rewatch it because I like it, but then I fall asleep. Different story for another day. So, you know, they having the fight and the practicing and all of that. So he's getting him to take action, to do something about it. And then eventually that leads to Luke's success. When he's actually at the end of the movie, he goes and blows up the whole thing while he's piloting the mini battleship or spaceship. You see? And in the process, as human beings, why this is key, and I'm going to share then this structure, the way in which I laid out for you, very simplistic and beautiful for you to go and implement. Also, what Obi-Wan is doing is helping Luke to avoid failure. Because who wants to fail? And that's fine. I like to say that there is no failure, there is only learning. But really, who wants to fail? Who wants to invest money and lose it? We all tend to want to win. We all towards our success. We dread losing, failure. As human beings, we go towards pleasure because we're running away from pain. And it's been scientifically proven. There's some studies, some research done that says that we actually enjoy more avoiding loss and failure than actually winning. Think about it for a moment. I used to be in the stock market and the Forex market for a while. I still have got a few things, but not like before. Even when you're gambling, yeah, I won, but then you won, and that sensation goes, yeah, but I want to invest more because I want to win again. But when you go, I was about to lose all of that, I didn't lose it. Wow, you sit with that for a moment. No, hold on a second. Let me, come on, stay here, lovely money. You see? So in all of that process, you're building this connection, all of this. So this is the relationship. Obi-Wan, Luke Skywalker. So who is your Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan? You can tell I love this. What's that, Herman? Herman is speaking. Are you saying something, Herman?
No, I was just laughing about the fact. Am I your Luke Skywalker? Am I Obi-Wan? No, Obi-Wan. Josebi-Wan.
Well,
Josebi-Wan Kenobi.
It can be, but then you're not paying me. So this is not, the right business relationship.
Okay,
but yeah,
now
think about it. Think about it. Absolutely. I crack on. I'll carry on. So what I've just explained, incredible souls, people in business, people that want to take, your business to the next level, start putting yourself out there, really crafting a powerful and simplistic message that people understand, that your people understand. Sometimes it's not about everyone understanding. Oh, Marlon Franco has entered the room, so let's just let Marlon in. Hello. Welcome to the room. The room is on fire. So people, I was Marlon, where are you? Okay, there you go. I've been speaking about pitching today, how to pitch yourself, your business. And it's been fantastic so far. Remember, if you've missed, which you haven't, that's okay. You missed part of this recording. It's going to be available. It's already on the Facebook group. It's going live in there. And then you receive an email. And then if you still haven't got it, get in touch. Okay, we've got Rashmi here taking care of things, and you can reach out to me as well. So this is the structure I've just shared. This is the structure of the pitch. Remember, I spoke about the client, which in this case is Obi-Wan. I spoke about the problem, the things that he wanted to achieve, overcome, his issues, his confidence, all of these things that he was struggling with, which are the internal problems that you're appealing to. And by the way, you can actually write all of these down, the pains, the internal pains of your clients, the external pains of your clients, and the philosophical pains of your clients. You can write them all down, because then you can use them on different videos. You can use them on your website. You can use them on your nurturing email sequences, you name it. This is powerful. And you can also have different mini pitches, depending on the audience as well, because then you may have different products. So you have that problem, and as you're explaining that problem, you're positioning yourself as Obi-Wan. And Marlon, the thing is, I was speaking about the relationship. I used to illustrate the pitch as the relationship between Obi-Wan and Luke Skywalker. So that's why, in case you hear Obi-Wan, then, it's not like we're just talking about Star Wars here. This is still around business and pitching. So, but then,
thank you.
Amazing. So what you're doing here is appealing to that problem, building that empathy, which I already shared, and then you position yourself as a go-to person, as the mentor, as the guide, as the person with the solution that is going to help me overcome my problem. Okay? And then from there has to be a call to action. And there are two types of calls to actions. I'm not saying there has to be a call to action as in always sell, buy here, or it can be, there's two types of call to actions. The one is the direct one, which is the buy here, which you can have, or contact me, or book a call, which will lead then to the sale, in this case. Or you can have the second one, which is a transitional call to action. What's a transitional call to action? Download my PDF, access my membership area, check out this latest blog, in a way that you get people to benefit from the value you've got to offer, and you help them to position you in their mind as the go-to person. because you've got that value. You position yourself as the authority. So this is when you complete the two things. This is when you complete the emotional case, the empathy, with the authority, with the logic case. Once they come together, you position yourself as the go-to person, and they're willing to pay because they just don't trust you. They also respect you. They believe in you, in the success you're going to give them, and to help them to avoid failure, which is another way in which we can pitch. And there's different ways in which we can structure the pitch as well to highlight the fact of what would happen if you didn't do what I'm sharing with you here today, which hopefully I'll get the opportunity to touch on. Let's see how we're doing with time. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing good, people. We're doing good. So going back to the structure of a pitch, one of them, very simple. It is said, and yes, people's attention span is less and less, shorter and shorter. So you just need to be on the ball right away. People need to see what's going on here, so they you hook them. Yeah, you get them in. This is what I'm going to be saying. Different ways. That's why I don't invite anyone to start. Hi, I'm Jose, and it's a pleasure to be here today. All of that malarkey. Dive straight into it. Are you struggling with your confidence? Would you like to grow your business? Well, let me tell you a couple of bits how you can do it. That's just an example if you're doing a short video. But then the hook them in. Oh, with your energy and with a question, a quote, statistic, something that hooks them in. And then once you speak about the problem, similar to what I explained before, then you present the solution. And then in that solution, most importantly, because in the solution you're speaking a little bit about you, really, the results. What are other people achieving? And what can they achieve? Because you've done the work and you understand your Skywalker here. As Obi-Wan, you really understand your Skywalker. So you pitch in those results specifically to him or to her or to them. And then you go with the call to action. What do I have a radio in there? WIIFM. What's in it for me? Don't give me any BS. What's in it for me? I'm listening here. I want to know what's in it for me. Is this conversation going to be worth my time? Is your solution going to help me solve the problem I care about? Who are you, by the way? Why should I care? Do I trust you? You see, all of these questions are going on in the mind of your audience. So this is why a pitch like this, a structure like this, and having done the exercises that I mentioned before with the Skywalker and Obi-Wan and all of that, then you're positioning yourself as the expert. And that's what you want to do. And by the end, the call to action, you're leading them to an action that will improve their lives, that will help them with their thriving, will help them thrive and survive. And when I say survive, it's not like you're going to help them, take them out from death or, no. But through that, they're going to improve the way in which they live. They're going to improve an area of their life that then is going to have a ripple effect. This I will leave with you. This is going to be available if you want to take a snapshot of this. This is just a beautiful structure, and I took the time to break it all down for you because I care and I want you to do something with it. That's my call to action right now. That's one of them. Do something with it. As your Obi-Wan today, do something with this. And then keep us posted. If you are in the group, in the Facebook group, if you're watching this anywhere, if it's on the live stream or on YouTube or on the page, if you received an email, do something about it and drop us a line. How is it going? How did it work for you? Because I'm giving you the structure nice and easy. And yes, I know you do it. And then there's going to be the doubt in your head. Well, is this question going to be powerful enough? Am I, really speaking about the problem the way I should? There's going to be different questions, which of course will happen. But then you always have us, you have me to come back to for feedback or to book a call to expand. The most important thing is that you take action. So I'm not going to read each one of them. The key here, I always like to speak about the 3S: short, simple, succinct. Clarity, people, clarity in your message. Marlon, today we spoke about when you watch this on replay, we also spoke about the one-liner and how important the one-liner is. Do you have a one-liner for your business, and what is it? If you would like to share, of course.
So can you repeat the question?
Yeah, absolutely. So I spoke today about the one-liner. It can be the connection message, the mini pitch that you use whenever people say, what is it that you do, Marlon? What do you do?
Yeah, the short version of my speech. Yes, I do have, absolutely.
Would you like to share it?
Yes, in the briefly way, I know, well, first of all, hi everyone, my name is Manon from Venezuela, living in Ireland for over 10 years now. What we do is we provide the best class in advice and support to international students who want to come to Ireland to learn English, to explore the country, and to get the most out of their experience in the country. In other words, we support them before and during their stay in the country.
Beautiful, lovely. You see, it couldn't be more clear. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. And one of the things I shared today, and it's great because now I know what you do as well. So this is also an opportunity. And then people watching this will go, okay, well, Marlon, yeah, I know someone that could benefit from what you got to offer, which is another one of the great things. You know, every time you have the opportunity, you got your message right there. Here it comes. And it's outcome focused. So if I'm a student or if I'm a parent, yeah, Marlon can help me because he's going to help me achieve that. You didn't tell us too much about the what. No, you gave us the what is it, what's in it for them. Wow, I'm going to come to Ireland. I'm going to learn the language. They're going to take care of me.
Yeah, that's the main idea, exactly.
Fantastic, fantastic. So well done, you.
Thank you.
So we have the structure. We have all in place. And then what I want to share with you, because, you know, say you go and structure your pitch and there's different types of pitch. It might be because you need investment, or it might be because you want more clients, or it might be that you're doing a webinar and then you want people to sign up to your program at the end of the call. There's different angles. Or maybe you're going out there and every time they invite you to speak, you've got a pitch / sales presentation where you actually give people value. And at the end, there's a strong call to action. And this is one of the ways in which you can build this throughout the process. And also you can have a powerful future pacing section at the end, which I'm going to apply exactly to what we've done today. So imagine you've been with me. Let me just look at the time for, let's say over 30 minutes now. This is your timeline. And I'm going to say to you up front that 3 things may happen right after this call. So this is where you are now. And let's future pace you to a year's time, okay? And I'm going to be very specific. This is in terms of your business, your growth, your ability to speak, to sell with impact. So every time you put yourself out there, people listen, people speak about what you do, and people invest in your solution. So 12 months time have passed. So you come to me in that time, and there's 3 scenarios here. You come and said to me, Jose, I attended that session of yours. I took notes. I really liked it. But by the end of it, I didn't find time and I didn't do anything with it. And in the end, it's very possible that you fail. It may not be like the failure for life, but you failed. You were supposed and you wanted to grow your business. You didn't implement some of these things. You started doing it. Clients didn't come, and eventually, potentially, okay, you had to stop your business for the time being. Or something else can happen. You go and say, you know what, Jose? Thank you so much for everything that you share here. Very useful. Taking loads of notes. I'm going to watch the video 20 times moving forward. And I'm going to go online. And I'm going to read all of these books. And I'm going to become amazing. I'm going to be a machine. You're not going to believe it. Amazing. So this is what I like to call, a bit of a slow success, because this is what's going to happen. You're going to take all of this and you're going to start putting it together, but then you're going to go and test it. And it may not work necessarily the first time because you're adapting it to your audience and everything else. And then there's some other elements of the body language, of the tonalities, of the things to say, the connection with the audience, the practice. And then it takes you longer and it takes you longer. Eventually, you may reach that success by the end of the 12th month. Amazing, you did, you got there at the end, but then think about the 12 months that you've invested that's been costing you money because you're not gaining as many clients as you could have if you instead would have decided to go for what we've got to offer. If you would have decided to not just do this, but actually join one of our sessions next or book a call, take action, that would help you fast track that. Because then, and I'm explaining this because you can adapt it to your solution. If you then, having watched this, you've got a need and you definitely want to grow your business, if you come, and I'm going to be super direct here, if you come to me, what I'm doing is condensing all of these years of experience in a session that's going to help you save all of this time. And that's the beauty of it. Whenever you explain things like this, you're going to help. Basically, I'm helping you and you will be helping your clients to avoid failure. You're going to save them money regardless, plus many other things in the process, time. And you're going to help them grow quicker. Simple. So that's why every time I finish a session, I will always have also a call to action, depending on what we've discussed. Because it's important, people, if you don't take action, then you go back into your day and then things get delayed. If people come to yours, for example, Marlon, to your website, or they come to a session that you're delivering, now the same with Javier and Craig, Herman, Rashmi, they come, and by the end, there isn't something clear for them to do, most likely they will go somewhere else and find it. I found so many incredible websites, honestly, and great videos and everything else, but then I don't find my way around it quickly, and then I lose interest and I go somewhere else.
Yes, that's true. That's I believe that's part of the customer experience, customer service, plus the follow-up. That's very important, to track the students from the very beginning until the end and more.
Absolutely. These are some of the things we're going to be touching on as we move forward, because this community is only going to grow. And I love all of these topics because then there are different ways in which you can follow up as well. And there's different ways in which you can, connect with your students. And there's different ways to keep them informed even throughout the year on the things you're doing, the things you're offering. So you're nurturing them every time. So when they're ready, and I'm not speaking about customers in heat, I'm speaking about maybe customers that are in control, that are potential, but they still don't have the urgency. You keep them engaged all the time until they're ready to make that decision and buy and go to Ireland. And the same, with Javier, I don't know what your business is, but then the same applies for Rashmi, Herman, Craig.
For every business, yeah, absolutely.
So actually, well, what I do somehow, I just do this faster, but I haven't thought it for my business, my videography business. So basically what I'm doing is just fast tracking that video creation, because if not, otherwise people can still creating videos, but then it's about the time that it takes to create a nice video, a good looking video. And somehow I'm making them fast track that task, if you like, or that is one of the steps that they need for their strategy, marketing strategy, for example. And that's good.
It is powerful. And the same, I'm thinking about Marlon, now that thanks to your lovely, statement, I understand exactly what you do. I'm sure. And the same with my business and the same with our businesses. Many people can't do without, but how long, Marlon? Think about it for a moment. How long is it going to take them to actually start researching, Ireland and how to, and all of that, when you are condensing all of that in one service and you're giving them into the magic pill? There you go. Here is your trip to Ireland. A bit of water.
Yeah. That's true. Absolutely, yes, because the student, they can spend months, even a year, doing a proper research, trying to find the best school or English program, accommodation, service, and so on. And so because we have not only the skills and the knowledge, but also the experience. Because I already passed it as an English student and living in this country for almost 10 years. So all my skills, my knowledge, my lawyer background, and my willingness to help, that's very important, because I am very passionate. I'm very passionate about helping international students, because I was actually an international student as well. So it is very important. I can understand clearly all the needs, all the concerns and students' issues they may have.
Absolutely. And that's why, brother, you are the Obi-Wan for your Skywalkers. You are the mentor. You are the person that has done it. You are the person with the authority, with the knowledge, with the experience, with the solution, that also understands their problems because you've done it yourself and you've overcame all of this. And that's
exactly.
you're
a
perfect example. You came in at the right time to illustrate one more time the whole analogy that I was making.
I really appreciate that, Jose. Thank you very much.
No, it is my pleasure. And as you know, within this community, there's always the opportunity to book a speaking strategy call with me for whatever reason. I want you all, I mean, you, Marlon, and everyone else listening to this, I want you to, if you haven't already, join the Facebook community. There is loads of resources that we're posting and will be posting in there. There's going to be, different challenges as well. I'm going to stop sharing this for a moment. There are going to be challenges, and you can only imagine. So I never stop, and Herman is always backing me up, and we have got Rashmi in the team. We have a group of people in the background as well supporting. So I'm very excited about this community. There was something else I wanted to say. Yes, the thing. If you know people within your circle that can benefit from sessions like this, send them to us. Recommend a group. Why not? I mean, this is an open community, supportive community. It's for people that are getting started, but also for people that are halfway, or even for people that want to take it to the next level, because the knowledge being shared here applies to anyone. And sometimes we also need a reminder, and we also need to hear different perspectives. And we also need to connect with human beings that are achieving some of the things we're not yet. So that's the whole idea behind this community. And I want to thank you all very much. If you have any questions, like Craig, how was it for you? Javier, we have loads of Venezuelans in the room today. And interestingly enough, we're speaking English. Hey, international, well done, us. Our accent is our asset, and Viva Venezuela and everything else. So very nationalistic now.
Should we ask Rashmi, did you understand all the Venezuelans? Do you speak proper English?
Yeah.
I think Rashmi
she's going to be very polite.
Okay, thank you very much, Jose. Very interesting.
Amazing. Thank you very much, everybody. If you want to use the
Thank
chat,
you, Jose.
Hey, my pleasure, Javier. Let's keep on connecting, keep on coming to the show every Thursday. Hey, Craig, it is always a pleasure. Craig is dialing in from Japan, so you take good care. If you want to share your LinkedIn handle for people to connect with you, feel free to do so in the chat.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
And I'll see you all next week. And in the meantime, let's keep on connecting, keep on growing, speak to sell to grow. What can I say? Round of applause, everybody.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the support.
Jose.
Keep on coming back. Take
Thank
care,
you,
guys.
Jose. Thank you very much. Thank you very
All
much.
the very
Have
best.
a good day.
Thank you, Marlon.
You too, brother. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Rashmi,
Take care,
Herman,
man.
everyone. All the very best.
Bye.
Bye-bye.